Hi, I'm Dork Sahakian from Lehigh University. My student and I have noticed some interesting correlations in the last couple of months that I thought I might mention in this flash talk. Um, where does one start? Let's start with science, since we are NCSE. Um, this yellow line is a average, is a trend line of the fraction of the population of each of these American states that believes that climate change is a hoax and denies climate change. The states are in order, the sequence from Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, all the way up to the Dakotas, in the order of increasing numbers of COVID per 100,000 as of early November this year. Interesting, there's a correlation there at all. Okay. The orange line is the actual number of COVID cases per 100,000. And of course, the scatter is less because it's already in that sequence. But notice it's not linear, right? In New England, there's less than the trend line. In the Dakotas, there's higher than the trend line. And we can figure out what that means. This brown curve is the way people voted state by state in 2016 at the presidential election. And there was a male, again, versus a female, okay? And for each male male vote in a state, it was incremented by 1. So if you got if a state delegation went for the male, Trump, add 1 to the curve. If it went for the female, Hillary Clinton, then it added 0. And of course, the trend goes up again, not quite linear. Finally, this green line, the green curve, is the number of female governors ever elected to govern a particular state. And again, they're scattered, but the trend is in exactly the opposite direction. So what can we make of this? So if some state, some population doesn't believe in science, then they would be denying that climate change is real. They'd be voting for perhaps Republicans, get COVID, and in particular, avoid female leadership, which will coin a new term, fleadership. So why is this, right? The question is, do female governors cause behavior that makes people avoid COVID, have mask mandates, close businesses, etc.? Or do people who understand science also behave differently, cast aside gender bias, and have a number of political implications? If the latter is the case, then the onus is on us, the academic community, to ensure that a greater percentage of the population understands science as much as possible. So I hope that we can have some conversation of this, perhaps at this meeting and perhaps at the conference, because any insights I can get from any of you within the NCSE community would be greatly appreciated. Interesting trends, which of course will need to be updated due to the more recent election. And as far as COVID is concerned, when the vaccine starts to become widely distributed, how do anti-vaxxers relate to all this? So this is just beginning. Thanks much.